All right, guys, here's a review of my semi-finished trailer. Took it out for a couple of weeks to North Carolina, Outer Banks. Really enjoyed that place. I had some issues with the water coming in, but it was minor, just a couple of holes that silicone fixed it in 2 minutes. Other than that, it was great. I had air conditioning inside set up, so it was nice and really terrific experience. I didn't know if I can last in this box for 2 weeks, but I actually did quite well. So just a couple of pointers here. So here's my kitchen. I probably saw it before. Basically used black walnut, a little bit of epoxy here, fixed up the holes. It's been great. Insulation is not done yet. There's a lot of little things that are not done yet, but you know what, I can enjoy them. I can enjoy the trailer during the summertime. I'll take care of a lot of little bugs in the winter when I'm not traveling as much. So the side doors, they work great. I didn't use the shelves that much, and again, it's not insulated. I didn't use the shelf that much because I'm using it for clothing. I don't have the fancy domestic fridges yet, and you know, no need for me to extend them right now. Plus, when you extend it, it's 90 degrees out. You lose all the cold. So you try to keep it as close as often as possible. You know, I love my diamond plate. It's really heavy duty metal. You know, it gives the trailer really nice solid feel to it. I use diamond plate on my wheel covers. You can see how thick the gauge is. You can jump on it. You can walk on it. You can stand up on it, and I used it quite a bit. So putting a heavy duty metal in the wheel covers, I definitely recommend. Here's my awning. You probably can see these guys reviewed online a lot, so I'm not gonna do it. It's a terrific one. I absolutely loved it. I gotten so many compliments on this awning from the campers. So there you go. So the door is excellent. It has this mosquito net, so the nights that are actually cool, I'll turn off the air and enjoy the breeze. I did not finish up the trailer inside for the reason that I knew that it's gonna leak. And I needed to identify where the leaks are coming from, so all of that is not glued yet. It's making a little bit of a noise when you sleep, but you know, soon enough I'm gonna finish it up like just a ceiling. I actually made a mistake. I glued the ceiling, I did a ceiling, but now I have a small leak that doesn't impact the floor, but I know there's water under it. When I open up the roof, you can see the water coming out, so I need to find that somehow. So basically you can see the shelves right now used just for my clothing. I have plenty of space here besides my bed, plenty of space for storage. So I absolutely love it inside. I'll probably add another mattress, just stand it up so I can sit against it, like it's gonna be a big sofa during the daytime, and it's gonna be just a nice bed at night. So the setup is great. I absolutely loved it. So the lights I did myself. Bought them on Amazon. You know, they work great. The electric hookup, I did it literally in 3 hours on a whole trailer. I hooked up the brakes to the wheels, everything. It's just, there's so many videos on that. I'm not gonna, you know, show how I did it because you can probably find a better way to do it. This side door, I did not put a, you know, the attachment on it so it opens up itself. I actually doing it manually because the domestic fridge is gonna need a lot more space, and that's why I need to, you know, use the prime bar or something to keep it open so I can actually use the fridge. I can actually use the fridge. It's gonna come out, and I can open the door a little bit and get the water out or whatever I have to get out. So again, the wheel extra, the spare is sitting really tight. I put it on this aluminum corner here, so it's really solid. I mean, I was jumping on that thing to make sure it's not gonna go anywhere and it just stays solid. So a little bit about my hitch. It's a Max coupler. I absolutely love it. It's such a solid connection. You know, you're not gonna lose your trailer. You're gonna jump you know, going through off-road terrain with even my Tundra, and man, I was going fast, and that thing was really jumping behind me like any other trailer would probably have issues after that kind of ride, and that thing did not care a bit. It's a solid piece. As long as you don't hold a lot of weight in the back, you're gonna be fine. My Max fan, it's not hooked up yet, but I open it up at night and it actually gives a pretty nice breeze. You can see the awning, how well built it is. It's really, really cool piece of equipment for sure. All right. So one last thing. You probably seen my roof can be opened up, and what happens is it becomes a bed, and I just need to put a smaller mattress in there for my kids, and all I need to do is put a fabric around that, or maybe just open up without a fabric, and then you know, after that attach it with a zipper or something like a zipper all the way around on the bottom and on the top. So it's probably going to be, you know, 2-minute job. But then once you stop at the campsite, you open it up and you make it into the nice bed, then, you know, you can enjoy the whole week there. So I don't think it's a big deal, but it comes in handy because now instead of one bed, you have two, plus you already can stand up inside of it, and it's really good to stretch your legs when you work on your computer, you know, and it's really like 90 degrees outside. So I use those really heavy duty 200-pound support shocks, and I told you not to use them, but with the awning, which is probably like 100-pound awning, it becomes a way smoother hydraulic shocks, and you know, it's actually not that bad. So I actually recommend to go with the heavy ones. So there you go, guys. That completes my review. I'm probably gonna do another one when I wrap this trailer. I'm gonna wrap it in, you know, like what they wrap the cars in, and you know, probably get, instead of silver, I'm gonna go with the black collar for the diamond plate and all that. So it's just looking badass. But other than that, you know, I'm gonna take care of those things in the winter. Right now, I'm gonna just take this thing out as often as I can and enjoy it as much as I can. So there you go. Thank you for watching. All right, guys. So still working on a frame, welded up from back and all the angles. Looks pretty good and still straight. So some of the welds are not great, but I'm learning. Still one way to go, but personally for me, I think that's definitely good enough. That's the Vulcan that I'm using to weld it, and that's my four-wheeler. The one is going to be dragging this thing along all over the place. So cutting just aluminum, just regular DeWalt. Here's some welds from this angle. All right, guys, frame is ready. This is my little helper right here. Hey, Cooper. Hey, Cooper, buddy. Hey, Cooper, buddy. Are you helping? Good job, buddy. Good job. Weiss. All right. He hates it being here because he can't really play with the dogs and stuff. So the frame is ready. I'm going with the floors next. So I decided to go that construction 2x4 on one side, 2x2 on the other side. This way another frame goes on the top of that and creates a really secure connection. I'm going to weld it all around it. And the front definitely is not going anywhere. If I hit a branch or something, it's not going anywhere. As you can see, I put in corners here.
I'll put a reinforcement extra, 2 pieces of reinforcement here. So pretty much everything is done right. So wanted to tell you about the 1/4 inch corner. It's my latest addition. If you can see here, I put a corner piece under my frame, and I put another corner and welded up to another side of the frame. And why did I do that? Basically, I did that to match the specification of Timbin axles, which basically I would need to drill 3 holes here, and I'd need to drill 3 holes around here somewhere. So I think it's 5¼ inch distance from this side. So I definitely have enough space to put in the bolts here and there. Before, with 4x2, I could not done that. And by the way, I had to buy 1/4 inch bolts. And I tell you what, if you buy 1/2 inch bolts and attach that to this frame, you will bend it like there's no tomorrow. So even though it feels really sturdy and all that, but if you're gonna put a lot of pressure with 3 bolts across this frame, you will bend it together. So your whole frame structure would be compromised, and that's why I decided to go with this quarter inch reinforcement, and I love it. This thing is not gonna go anywhere. I welded up from the top, I welded up from the bottom, and I'm gonna show that it actually allows me to put a step here, and also this will become a support for my wheel protection, right? Before I had no idea where I'm gonna weld it, but now I'm gonna weld it to here, to this piece. So my frame, my wheel protection is gonna go like that around that wheel, and I'm gonna do it on the other side, but I don't know how far can I go here, because I need to put the wheels in first, and I understand all the spacings that I need to do for it. Okay, I actually decided to put another crossbar over here to give me extra support that I need when I'm walking in here. Actually, the door is going to be right around here, so this is exactly what I need. Now I'm ready to go with the floor. Alright guys, as you can see, frame is done. I found that huge piece of aluminum, which fits perfectly in my floor, and it's super solid. This piece is 200 pounds, that sheet by itself. But basically, I made the trailer to its size so I can actually use this whole piece. And it has a little defect here, but that's why I got this sheet at a discount, and I'll take it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna weld it up real tight from the top, from the bottom, and this trailer, this piece is gonna be holding this whole trailer together by itself. So talking about overbuild, yes, I did it, and I love it. So there you go. Took me probably, with everything, about 3-4 days, and only I worked maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. So, you know, so far I'm excited. It looks like I can finish it and I can make it happen. Cut up the frame there today, 45 tall pieces. They're all gonna go here. I'm gonna align this back to it once I weld those pieces around, and I'll run the top pieces and the whole box is going to be ready to go. So very close to finish. Not really, but you can see what this thing is looking like, and I'm excited about it. All right, bye. All right guys, so today made a pretty good progress. Welded up this middle plank here, did this frame right here. That was a lot of work, just setting it all up and making sure it's all level, making sure the trailer is level on the floor before you level in the frame. I made some mistakes there and here and there, but overall very happy. I started welding up the floor to the frame, man, and it feels really solid. It feels really solid. So there you go. Good progress for the day. So this is how the end's gonna look. I'm gonna run another 2x2 from here to another side, and then I'm gonna come full circle, and I'll stop with the top. I got really cool stuff for the top, so stay tuned. All right, guys, progress update for today. I welded up the floor to the frame all around it, fixed it up. Now it's flat, no major issues. Finished the box, frame box. So this is something that is really exciting, because now there is my whole trailer is almost built, but of course there's more things gonna go in here, and I'm excited to share that with you in coming videos. So here's my box, love it, and came out pretty straight. There's some of the things that I'll share with you in a separate video, but there's so many little things that would have made my job so much easier if I kind of thought about it ahead. So I'll share some of that with you guys in the future. Hey guys, something real quick. Wanted to show you how I'm setting stuff up. So basically, before I weld anything, you know, I set it up, measure it 5 times, and cut it once, and then measure it again, because you still make mistakes, and then start welding those things together. So here on the top of that bed, I'm actually making on the top of the frame, I'm making a bed for me. So this is going to be my bed right here. When the roof is extended, when I'm camping, the roof is going to go up, and this is going to be my area, the area for my bed. So the rest of the trailer is going to be, you know, probably another mattress if somebody's coming over, but that's how I see it right now. All right, showing the progress for this trailer. Kind of getting to be proud for my welds now. And not still perfect, but way better. And I did this whole weld, this whole side, like maybe in 5 minutes. So I'm not trying to be super accurate. I'm trying to get some mileage on it. So here's what's gonna happen here. This is gonna be my bed right here. And by the way, cutting the sheet metal with a grinder, it is pain. It's not easy. It's not easy. But basically, this is what I just put on. I put on this piece of frame as a reinforcement. This one right here, this one right there, and there. So it's gonna have plenty of support for my weight, which is about 250. And now I'm ready for the rooftop, which is actually what I wanted to show you. It's gonna go on the top of that, flange, I guess, or frame, and it's gonna sit. That's how I'm gonna get my waterproof system working, and all the water is gonna be coming right off, and I will be able to extend it, you know, a good 30 inches up. That is the whole idea. Travel light. If you have a lot of rain, stop, get into the door, go to sleep on the floor on a mattress, and then if it's nice out, you have time to open it up and have a bed here and like little space for yourself there, then it's a perfect setup. So here you go, guys, just an update. All right, guys, today wanted to show you a bit of a progress here. Not much really, but put the shock studs in here. And was a bit of a pain, made some mistakes, but still made it happen. So that's how the lift is gonna work. Here I just put a couple of hinges. I'll adjust them later on, make them better. I use the stainless steel screws, of course, and after that put a couple more screws and put a little bit of a protection or paint on top of them. I'll probably weld them up to make sure they stay. So this is how it is gonna look. This is how you open it. I actually went with the extra heavy shocks of 200 pounds each. So I really struggle to close this thing up. It's so heavy. I can't do it with one hand. I gotta use two hands and actually use a lot of strength to close it out, close it up. So I recommend you to not go over 100 pounds on each. I went to 100 pounds each, 400 pounds altogether. I have no idea why I did it, but it's my mistake. All right, guys, today was a long day. It's Saturday, so I got to build some shelves. It's not finished yet, but basically using black walnut. And it's gonna go all the way up. So I need to cut one more plank. There's some cracks here. I'm gonna have to fill them with epoxy. I hate doing epoxy. So the black walnut is gonna look nice, man. This thing is gonna look awesome. That's for sure. So I keep building little things, just adding a couple of brackets here and there. So that's basically to get the shelves going. That's what I was doing today. I built this platform. It's probably not very smart, but guess what? It's gonna work. To attach the spare tire, and this I don't know what is it, C-channel railing. Man, this thing is thick, so it will hold it, no doubt. By the way, those are my tires, and bought Method wheels, and I love them. I don't know, they might be too big for the trailer tires, but guess what? Who cares? All right, guys. Today was a long day, but basically I did this box here. It's all black walnut. I can't wait to finish it. I think this grain is gonna pop like crazy. So kind of did it okay. Could have done better job, but you know what? It's an off-road trail. It's not the one's gonna be for the showcase, you know. All right, put a mirror in here, frame for the mirror. And did the door. And also another window. Did I say mirror before? Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Spent 8 hours today. Was a big job for sure. Really tired. Did all this Ryan boards right here and there in the bottom. That's what my slider is going to be connected to. Did this crossbar, did this frame. I mean, literally did a lot today. It's a weekend. It's beautiful outside. It's like 80 degrees, and instead of enjoying the weather, I'm here in the shop, welding, cutting, cleaning. And you know what? It's worth it. It's fun. It is fun. So we're literally waiting for the glue to come in, and I'm gonna start doing sides. I'm gonna start doing sheet metal and then the roof. I did this piece right here. That's where my fan is gonna go. It's 14 by 14 inches. So hey, it's looking up. All right, guys, doing my roof, doing the sheet metal. Told you it's not my favorite thing, but guess what? It's coming along pretty good. So I used some rivets, but basically use the glue to attach to surfaces. Basically, let me show you. Oh my God, I got a whole box of these guys, 12 of them, and it looks like I'm gonna use them all up. They sold on Amazon, on an e-trailer, you know, and I got it on Amazon, I think about $8 a bottle, so e-trailer is 20, big difference. So shop around. And it's sticky as hell. I'm doing a little overlap. The top one goes on the top of the bottom one. So when you drive and you hit the rain, it's a natural protection. If you do it edge to the edge, then guess what? You know, you might have a leak later on. But man, I'm using it and I'm loving it. And you know what? Whenever I'm done here, I will use a corner piece on the top. That's why my car is so screwed up, because I don't care. It was all about the speed, not the quality here, because I will hide it. And it's just a small corner piece, aluminum corner piece that I'm gonna buy. It's really skinny, so I don't think you can even weld it. So I'll probably just glue it on the top of it, and it will look perfect. It's gonna hide this weld, and it's also gonna hide this seam. It'll give me extra waterproofing on the top of it, and make this whole project look better. You know, what else is left? Outer rivets, we're probably gonna run out and get some more. I wanna do the front piece as well here today, and that's it. And an update, I got my axle stuff back, and oh my God, this is a team bin. I can't even lift this thing with one hand. It's so freaking heavy. It's probably like 60 pounds just in this piece. Look at these axles. Oh, I can barely lift this piece. It is so thick. I think it's $800, but I tell you what, it's worth every penny. I will need another person. I was thinking about putting it on today, but I will need another person to help me attaching this axle. So that's about it. I got some running glue, extra glue coming out here, and it's not a problem. Not enough is a problem. Too much is not a problem. Plus, I'll cut it off and hide it. All right, guys, that's all. All right, guys, wanted to show you the drawers, slide-out drawers that I built. One on the top, one on the bottom. So basically, what it does is allows me to reach to my grill, and you all know what it is, right? So the idea is I'm gonna have the fridge here, and they're locking. Once it's locked, you have to lift them up to pull them out. And this one is more heavy duty. This one could be, generator. Initially it's going to be just a small Weber portable grill, but later on it allows me to put a generator here and stuff like that, and just store grill elsewhere and take it out and do the barbecue while I'm in the middle of nowhere running the generator. So anyway, that's a possibility. This is overkill. I think these are 200 pounds. I wouldn't recommend that. It's too much. For this application, I think it would be just fine. I think I paid about $135 for this. But these guys here, just $80, and they work just as fine. So when you install those, you really, in this small model, they slide right out if you push them twice. Like so, if I continue going up, they're gonna come out completely, which is a useful feature. So you take them out, you attach them to one side, and then you measure up on the other side and attach them with the I think 6 screws. They allow you to control the distance, or just rivets. What I did, I didn't measure up really nice, so I had to put a little bit plank here to make up for the gap. So there's another piece of aluminum on this side. It's like double wall. And this basically allows me to get the right distance and make it work. So that's about the sliding doors. They look awesome. It took me a day to do 2 of them, so you can imagine that it's not a big deal at all. If I can do it, you can do it for sure. The shelves themselves are built out of just the corner. I think it's in 2-inch corner. First you cut the corner up 45-degree angle, and before you weld it, what I come up with, I put a strap all right around it to hold it in really tightly and securely together. Then with this strap on, I put enough pressure on it, I was able to measure up the distance and everything. And once the strap was on, the distance was right, I started welding corners, just tack it, because I started welding big time and the strap broke because of the heat. So, you know, just a small life hack for you. The same way, the second one took me a lot less because I already knew what I'm doing. I kind of come up with this plan, and always takes you a lot faster to do the second one. Okay, and here, starting to doing the back door. This is a hurricane hinge, and so the way I decided to go about it is to attach temporarily the hurricane hinge in here. This I used 3 rivets. This way now I can measure up the proper distance from the top here to the top there, and maybe leave a little gap for this thing to swing. And that's why I had to attach it to know the distance, because you never know, you cannot measure it accurately. Now the next step, I'll build a box for the door, frame for the door, and you know, once the door works, I'll put a sheet of metal on it, aluminum on it, and we'll call it a day. I think it's going to be a pretty cool project here. Hey guys, just want to show how I cut the sheet metal. So I'm using the blade for the plexiglass, and man, this cuts through that sheet like butter. And this one is slowing down a bit because I've been using it for a lot of cutting, so I might have to put a new one in, but it works good. Take a look at it. the trays. Oh man. That's how we caught it. And the cod is really good, I would say. Alright guys, I tell you what, today was a busy day. I'm exhausted, but I made it happen. Look at this back door. I had no idea how I'm gonna do it. I did not have any experience. I finished up 2 sliders here, bottom and the top one. So this guy's good to go. I built this door. And man, it looks good. I did not nail any or screw any of that together. There's some cracks and holes. I'll fix that. This is coming up really nice. Black walnut with a steel or with aluminum. Man, it looks good. I love it. Stay tuned. Okay guys, I haven't posted an update in a while, but basically what I did, I put on the axles, independent suspension axes on each of those sides. And now I'm trying to work out the fenders, how they're gonna look like. So the whole project is coming together nicely. Here's my kitchen. The other side. The wheels are out of out of alignment for sure, so I'm gonna have to spend some time on that. So put a smoke roof rack here to make sure I can attach things to it. I put the front support here. Okay guys, wanted to show you the awning that I just installed, and I'm loving it so far. So it basically attaches, I don't even have to show the video. There's a bracket right here, the black bracket right here. It can be adjusted, attached a couple of bolts here to any frame, I guess. There's different options here, and it's there's bolts on this side that can slide into this I guess panel, and it's really universal. It's gonna work with everything. So this is how it looks. Gets you plenty of space under your trailer, which I love. Is gonna get you covered from rain, from all elements. So looking really, really good. Here's my trailer. The project is still going on. It's never ending. Starting to get tired of it, but I really see how close I am to finalize this project, and I'm really, really excited about that. So stay tuned. All right. Another update. I did the side panels here. They came out pretty good. Basically cutting a piece out and again gluing it and using a bunch of rivets, to get it on. Simple as that. And today, that's what I was working on. That was a big deal for me. I didn't have a solid piece that goes all the way across on the back, but a couple of pieces made it work, and only 2 openings are left. This one and the opposite one. and I'm golden. And I'm done. Next thing will be to take this thing out in the open on the rain, and just making sure it's not gonna leak anywhere. Once I make sure of that, I can start putting all the foam, insulation foam inside, and make it pretty. But I can actually now take it, I can take it anywhere. I can go take it traveling, you know, put air conditioning there, hook it up, and I have a roof over my head and nice camper. So there you go, guys.